So having said that, I want to introduce our next speaker, Nthabi Singh. Nthabi Singh, while I introduce you, you're welcome to come forward. Nthabi Singh. Nthabi Singh is a 23-year-old young woman from Limpopo. As young as she is the founder of a small business, Divine Hampers, and also the co-founder of a community organization, Bolobedu Leadership Institute, which advocates for the youth empowerment and in giving back to the less privileged in her community. Her vision in life is to have a life of meaning for herself and others. She holds the qualifications, diploma and advanced diploma in business and information administration, and currently pursuing her postgraduate diploma in the same field. She is presently employed as an administrative intern at CPUT HIV unit. In her second year of university, she engaged in extracurricular activities and involved herself with a peer education program under HIV/AIDS unit. As a peer educator for 2 years, she won, amongst others, awards in Peer Educator of the Year, Role Model of the Year, and Change Agent of the Year. In August 2022, she was granted an award as one of the most inspiring females of the CPUT community. In September 2022, she also received an Academic Giant Award from Residences for obtaining an average of 75% for her diploma. And from her first year of university till her fourth year, she served as a class representative, which led her to receiving recognition for being a class representative in December 2022. During COVID-19 in 2020, she served as a tutor for 6 months from June 2020 to December 2020. Wow, this is a lot. And she's only 23. Nthabi Singh, I want to say before we hand over to you, you're wearing a beautiful orange blazer. May I tell you the significance of the color orange? So the color orange bridges the past and the future. It bridges what you've struggled with in the past and the beauty that the future brings. So may the beauty and everything that's good come to you. Thank you.
After listening to my own bio, I'm just like, no, that's not me. It's such a privilege to be standing here in front of you all, and it's such a privilege to be here as a child of God. This morning, actually, I had prepared something that I was going to be talking about, but this morning I had a conversation with Miss Nora Buffett. When I came here, she just called me and my other colleague, Thandi, and we were having a conversation, and that's when she was sharing to us about her sexual abuse, her sexual violence, experience that she's went through and stuff, and it just came to me about how privileged we are to be living in this generation as women. We are still facing a lot of challenges, especially as university female students. We are still facing a lot of challenges as graduates. We are still facing a lot of challenges finding ourselves in spaces where we are looking for employment. But I just want to say how far we've come as a country. I look up to women such as thank you, Kabelo, Charlotte Mateke. I look up to women such as Lillian Ngoyi. I look up to women such as Winnie Mandela. I also look up to women such as Mamu Nonkosi. I also look up to women such as Melanie Sanson. I look up to women such as my colleagues. I look up to women such as my fellow peer educators. It's such a privilege to grow around people that always want to see you doing better. We have a lot of challenges. We're still facing health-related challenges as females. We are still discriminated as women. Yesterday, I think it was Ntombi who mentioned how some companies are now coming up with strategies that as a female you have to choose how long you want to stay at home and you are not limited. I think it was last year or earlier this year when we had a conference about the was it a research conference where it was in the same setting? I don't remember the speaker who was here, about how some positions as females, we are limited because they feel like we are not enough, because they feel like we are too emotional, because they feel like we take too much time sitting at home, and that makes us less better than the men in the positions. But I feel so happy that we are realizing this as a community. And with realizing this, that's when we start to come up with solutions. That's when we start, when you want to know what's wrong, and you go back, you dig to what's wrong, you get to fix the problem. When you are wounded from inside and you keep on fixing what's on the outside, you keep on applying something on the outside, but not taking medication to heal the wound, you're just gonna heal after 2 weeks, it's coming back. Because you have not identified what's wrong, what's causing the problem. But I am so happy that as we stand here, we get to identify the root of the problem. And when you identify the root, you get a necessary equipment to take out the root and start afresh. So, I know we are aware of some of the challenges that we face, but now I want to say, what can we do as university students? What can we do as freshly graduates to empower those who are coming after us, to empower those who are around us? There's a lot of things that we can do. You don't need to be here speaking like me now, or you don't need to go to a conference to empower the next person. You can empower the people that are around you. I myself am a victim of rape. I was raped when I was 16 years old. I kept quiet about my story. There's only one person that I shared this to, an outside family. And she's sitting here right now. I'm not going to mention her name. And I didn't want to be judged. There was a certain time where when I came to university, where I started like gradually having to share my story to see the reaction of people. And once I share my story, people start looking at me with pity. They start asking questions. Are you okay? What's going on? How are you so bubbly? Why do you talk a lot? That was supposed to break you. You didn't deal with it. You didn't heal with it. And there's someone today out of the panelists that said something so powerful that you don't need to know someone's story to understand them. And you don't need to understand their story for you to be empathetic about what they are going through. Let us not be those people. When we find out about people's experiences, let's not pity them. Let's not change our attitudes towards them. I am the receiver of that, and it's not nice. It's only this year when I realized that I need to take a stand in my healing. 7 years later, that's when I realized that I need to take a stand. I'm very lucky that that did not stop me from having to continue my studies. It didn't stop me from having to accomplish the things that I've set myself to accomplish. I'm very lucky. But there are other people out there that don't have the same confidence to move on with their lives and to move on. They need us. Now imagine someone is out there going through that, and all you can do is just to bring them more down. Who are you? What are you doing? What is your purpose here on earth? Isn't the greatest commandment to love one another as we love ourselves? They read to us today, one of the panelists, that we need each other. Do you think you're gonna do it alone? Do you think it's gonna be nice when you're alone, when you don't have people to celebrate with? Let us be other university students keepers. Let us work together. For me personally, I asked myself this year, like, I see that in my community I'm making a change. I have a community engagement each and every year. We have to grab donations. We look at families that are less privileged, and we provide meals for Christmas. That's the thing that I can do. I founded that organization when I was 17, and it's a privilege to work with the people that I'm working with. But I looked at myself now in this age, that what can I do to inspire another person? That's why I started my YouTube channel. In my YouTube channel, I started as vlogs, but God sat me down. It's like, no, that's not why I wanted you to start the YouTube channel. And I took a break for, I think, a month from the YouTube channel and praying about it. And God is like, I want you to share your story. I want you to share the story of other females. The name of my YouTube channel is The Journey of Becoming Her. That's where I invite other females to come and share their stories, because I believe personally that in hearing other people's stories, you get empowered to share your story and to hold on. You don't need to stand in front of people and say, I am moving on. Silently, somewhere, somehow, someone is being touched by your story. Don't keep quiet about your experiences. Indirectly, directly, they do impact on other people. If you can do something, do it. I feel like as much as we are the solution to the generation, we are also the problem, because we don't love each other. We talk about each other. We bring each other down. Why? Why is that? Is this the world that we want to live in as the youth? Is this the world that we want to live in? Because remember, we have people that we look up to. The people in the past generations, they had to do it themselves, because in the past females were not allowed in spaces. Now females are taking our spaces. So now I can say I look to Mama Nonkosi because she's there as the acting dean. There's someone out there. I look to all the HODs because back in the days they didn't have anyone to look up to. They had to create the spaces themselves. Now we have an example to follow, and with that example, why are we burning the bridge for other people to not cross? What are you losing by mentioning someone's name in rooms that you are in? You are not losing anything. You must get happy that you have to be in a room and you mention a person and that person comes and takes up the space. You have more people to celebrate with. As university students, as newly employed people, let us take the space. Let us empower each other. The change that we want to see, let us be it. And those who are coming, they have it easy. And that way, we break generational curses. We break everything that was set to break us. So now, as I close, I don't want to take much more time. Melanie, I don't know if I stayed to the theme, but I feel like that is what I had to say. And I hope that each and every one of us here can teach one, and that one can reach 10, and that 10 can reach 100. Thank you.